Have you ever wondered, why is it that some people rise from nothing to build extraordinary lives, while others, even with talent and opportunities, never escape mediocrity? Why is it that one person creates wealth, freedom, and impact, while another, standing in the same city, breathing the same air, working the same hours, struggles endlessly without progress? The answer, my friend, is not luck. It is not fate. It is not privilege. The answer was revealed decades ago by a man named Earl Nightingale, often called the Dean of Personal Development. Earl discovered something so powerful, so profound, that he called it the strangest secret, and if you understand it, if you apply it, your life can never be the same again. Earl Nightingale said, "We become what we think about." These 6 words contain the secret of success and the tragedy of failure. Because most people, they don't think, they drift. They let circumstances shape them. They allow fear, doubt, and excuses to write the story of their lives. But a rare few, those who discipline their mind, those who direct their thoughts toward a vision, they create miracles. They design their future. They rise above the average. And today, I want you to imagine yourself standing at the edge of your future. Behind you is the life you've lived so far. In front of you is a door that leads to everything you've ever wanted: wealth, freedom, health, purpose, fulfillment. The key to that door is not in the economy, not in politics, not in your family, not in your circumstances. The key is in your mind. The mind as a fertile field. Earl often used a powerful metaphor. Your mind is like a field, a fertile ground. Whatever seeds you plant will grow. If you plant corn, corn will grow. If you plant nightshade, a deadly poison, that is what will grow. Your mind doesn't care. It will return to you whatever you plant. So if you plant thoughts of fear, failure, and doubt, your harvest will be struggle, frustration, and regret. But if you plant thoughts of courage, vision, and success, your harvest will be abundance, happiness, and meaning. This is not philosophy. This is law, as certain as gravity. You become what you think about. Why most people fail? Let us pause and ask, why then do most people fail? Why do 95 out of 100 never achieve true success? Why do so many work hard all their lives yet end up with so little to show for it? Earl said it's simple. They conform. They do what everyone else is doing without ever questioning where it leads. Look around. Most people are running in circles, working jobs they hate, living paycheck to paycheck, trading time for survival, and drowning in distractions. They follow the crowd, never realizing the crowd is heading straight toward mediocrity. But you are here because you don't want that life. You want more, and that means you must refuse to conform. You must think for yourself. The power of a goal. Earl revealed something else. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people can be summed up in one word: goals. Successful people have goals. Clear, written, specific goals. Unsuccessful people drift through life without them. Imagine a ship with a captain and a clear destination. It leaves the harbor, and 99 times out of 100, it reaches its destination. Now imagine another ship, with no captain, no destination, just drifting. It may end up wrecked on the rocks, or wandering aimlessly until it sinks. That is the difference between success and failure. With a goal, you have direction. Without one, you drift. So the question is, what is your goal? Not a vague wish. Not "I want to be rich" or "I want to be happy." A clear, definite, written goal. Because until you decide what you want, you cannot move toward it. Discipline and the price of success. But here's the truth: success has a price. And the price is discipline. Discipline to think every day about your goal. Discipline to act consistently, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline to guard your mind against fear, negativity, and doubt. Most people will not pay this price. They want success without sacrifice. They want growth without effort. And so they fail. But those who are willing, those who decide that nothing will stop them, they discover that the price of success is far less painful than the price of regret. Earl said, "Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Not luck, not instant results, but progressive step by step, day by day, moving closer to the life you have envisioned, your environment and associations." Another lesson from Earl: you become the average of the people you spend time with. If you surround yourself with negative, complaining, small-minded people, you will become like them. But if you surround yourself with ambitious, positive, disciplined people, you will rise with them. Your environment matters. Your friends, your conversations, the books you read, the content you consume, these are all seeds planted in your mind. Guard your environment, choose wisely, because your future is being shaped by the voices you allow into your mind. The strangest secret in action. So how do we apply the strangest secret? Earl gave a 30-day challenge that changed countless lives. For 30 days, take one goal, a clear, definite goal, and think about it every single day. Write it down, carry it with you, and every morning, visualize yourself already having achieved it. When fear and doubt arise, replace them with faith and persistence. When excuses whisper in your ear, silence them with action. When distractions tempt you, return to your vision. Do this for 30 days and you will discover the power of your own mind. You will prove to yourself that thoughts are truly things, seeds that shape your destiny. Now, let us go deeper. You see, once you begin to think differently, the world itself begins to change around you. Opportunities appear where before you saw only walls. Solutions arise where once you saw only problems. This is not magic. It is not wishful thinking. It is the natural law of life responding to the power of your directed mind. Earl said, "We are all self-made, but only the successful will admit it." That means your current circumstances are the result of the thoughts you've allowed, the decisions you've made, and the actions you've taken. If you don't like where you are, the good news is you can change it. You can write a new story, but you must take responsibility. Gratitude and abundance. One of the most overlooked principles of success is gratitude. Why? Because gratitude transforms your state. When you focus on what you lack, your mind closes. You shrink, you weaken. But when you focus on what you already have, you open the door to abundance. Gratitude is not passive, it is active recognition that you are blessed, that life is full of opportunity, that you already have seeds of greatness waiting to be nurtured. Earl reminded us that the people who succeed are those who appreciate the present while building the future. So, start each day not with complaints, but with thanks. Gratitude is the fuel that keeps your vision alive. Resilience, turning failure into fuel. But let us be clear, success will not come without setbacks. You will face rejection, doubt, criticism, and failure. Most people quit at the first obstacle. But Earl taught us something vital. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. Every failure contains within it the seed of growth. Every obstacle is a test to see if you are truly serious about your vision. Think about Edison failing 10,000 times before creating the light bulb. Think about Lincoln losing election after election before becoming one of the greatest leaders in history. They understood what Earl preached, that resilience, the ability to rise after falling, is the true mark of greatness. So the next time life knocks you down, remember, this is not the end, it is the preparation. It is the lesson you needed to rise stronger. Wealth and success principles. Earl also believed that wealth is not evil. Wealth is simply the result of service. If you want to increase your income, increase the value you bring. Stop asking, "What will I get?" and start asking, "What can I give?" Because the marketplace always pays back in proportion to the service rendered. Success is not about chasing money. It is about becoming valuable. As Jim Rohn, Earl's mentee, later said, success is something you attract by the person you become. So ask yourself daily, how can I grow? How can I improve my skills, my character, my discipline, my ability to serve others? Do this and wealth will follow you. Opportunities will chase you. Abundance will become your natural state. The destiny of a disciplined mind. Earl Nightingale's life mission was to awaken people from their slumber, to remind them that they are powerful beyond measure, that the strangest secret is not strange at all, it is simple. We become what we think about. If you think about excuses, you'll create a life of excuses. If you think about obstacles, you'll create more obstacles. If you think about possibilities, about greatness, about success, you will walk straight into the destiny you were meant to live. This is your choice, no one else's. Now, I want you to imagine yourself 10 years from now. Where will you be if you keep doing what you are doing right now? Will you be proud or will you be filled with regret? Earl Nightingale left us with the choice, to live by design, or to live by default, to be among the rare few who think, or among the many who drift. You are not average. You were not created to live small, to hide your gifts, to bury your potential. You were created to rise. The strangest secret is no longer a secret. You know it now. You become what you think about. So think big, think bold, think with courage. Plant the seeds of greatness. Guard your mind, set your goals, pay the price of discipline, and when life tests you, rise again and again until your vision becomes your reality. Because success is not reserved for the lucky. It is reserved for the disciplined. It is reserved for the grateful. It is reserved for those who dare to believe that their thoughts can shape their destiny. So today, choose. Choose to become one of the rare. Choose to live Earl Nightingale's philosophy. And when you do, your future will no longer be a question mark, it will be a masterpiece. And if this message stirred something inside you, if it woke you up, if it reminded you of your potential, if it pushed you even one step closer to your dream, then make a decision right now. Hit that subscribe button, join this movement, and fill your life with voices of power, wisdom, and greatness. Because this is not just another motivational video. This is your turning point. This is the beginning of the life you were meant to live. Remember Earl's words, we become what we think about. So think success, think growth, think greatness, and then, go out and live it.